Hello, hello, hello. I'm going live and it wasn't really planned, so I'm just gonna wing it today. You probably see the title on the live stream stating Lenovo ThinkSystem SR650 32 gig review. We are going to configure it with a NAS configuration, and this is the server room. I've been planning to do a live stream review on the SR650 for a long time, and for some reason, I lost track of time and the machine's just been there. I did an unboxing for you guys and first impressions, like I believe a month ago, and we're gonna give it a few. It is 3:32 right now. I'm gonna show you guys a PowerPoint, a couple of links, information about the server, configuration, all that other stuff. So if you want to take a look at the server, this is the server that we are dealing with today. That beautiful bad boy. It's not powered on. Super basic configuration. I just have an Ethernet cord plugged into my network, keyboard, mouse hooked up to the back, as well as a monitor, so you guys could view. Hopefully, if the system works out, I'm able to show you what's happening on the stream. Okay, so it is 3:33, and we are going to just start right now. It looks like we are live. We're good to go. As always, I love to do PowerPoints because that's my thing, right? The PowerPoint, I just took a couple, information from this site. I will provide you the link. I don't want to go over all this stuff, but I just grabbed like little bits of information and I place it inside the PowerPoint, which we're going to go over. Okay. And, it's designed for database server, virtualization, cloud computing, VDI, virtual desktop infrastructure. This is what the SR650 is designed for. Enterprise applications such as, like email server, IIS server, file share, as well as I need add here, but SQL, SQL database server as well, which is the first bullet point. Components and connectors. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the model that I have right here. The front panel always changes, and like on my model, right here, this is where the power button is actually located, and as well as the USB. On this model right here, the USB and the power button is located right here, and this one right here has all open slots. Now, for what I'm using right now, Lenovo only sent me an SR650 with only one hard drive, which is a 480 gig SATA drive. And if you take a closer look, like right here, like this right here doesn't have like the controller to insert more hard drives. Only this section right here. So that's the only section that actually has like a controller to insert other hard drives. And so this is another, this is the one that I have right now, which is pretty cool. All right. A lot of configuration, you could do a lot with this particular server. You get different types of configuration with SAS or SATA. You can even get NVMe solid state drives configured on this server. This is another, version of it. And this is another one. There's different types. And this is the back panel. Now, for me, it's always best practice to get 2 power supplies. Lenovo always sent me, there's been times that they sent me a server with 2 power supplies, which is great. This one only has 1 power supply, and it's actually located right here. The other one is actually covered up. I do have the 3.0 USB. This is where the keyboard and the mouse is plugged in, and the VGA is being used. I do not have the LOM card. I just have the Ethernet RJ45 port. Okay, and this is the inside of it. Dual core. I don't have the 2 processors. I only have 1 processor, and for memory, like I said, 32 gigs of memory, which is not that bad. What I'm going to do right now with you guys is NAS configuration. I'm going to show you what I'm using. I've never actually used this product, and I'm gonna do everything with you guys. Like, I am going to install the operating system or create a a bootable flash drive, plug it into the SR650, boot into the flash drive, take another hard drive, install the operating system on this hard drive, and then take the 480 gig solid state drive that I got on the SR650 and use it as raw storage, right? So we're going to run the operating system on this flash drive and do it that way, okay? Technical specifications: it is a 2-rack server, up to 2 second-generation Intel Xeon Platinum processors, up to 9 terabytes and 24 DIMM slots using 128 gigs DIMMs. It's an extremely powerful machine. Kind of sucks that Lenovo only sent me a 32 gig, and I'm not going to spend any money to upgrade the memory or hard drive space. This is a review unit. It's what I'm going to do with that hard. I could take advantage with the hard drives, but the memory, it's not like I have like a crap load of other servers that I could take advantage of the memory. Up to 7 PCIe 3.0 via multiple riser options. Up to 14 3.5 inch or up to 24 2.5 inch hot swap bays. That's crazy. And then you get only 2 M.2 boot drives with a RAID 1 configuration. HW RAID up to 24 ports with flash cache. 2 hot swaps, redundant. I think this particular model has a 750 watts power supply, but you can actually get it up to 1600 watts. Cool. Operating systems that you can install is Microsoft, Red Hat, and VMware, which is pretty cool. What we are installing is a Linux platform, so it should work with no problem. And that's it with the power slide. It's like really quick. It's 9 slides. All I did was just take information from this web link, which I will provide, to you guys pretty soon once the live stream is over. But this right here is, if you go to the site, breaks it down. It's kind of weird because they give you I think this is like a weird language. I try to search it on the English site, but it always show up on, I think this is Russian, not too sure. Price wise, you might have to, it tells you can't really get a price on it. You actually have to contact Lenovo to get a price range on this particular machine. If you go inside here, they don't even give you a price on it as well. If I had to guess, I would say maybe up to $2,000 or a little bit more, depending on what you want on it. But yeah. So like I said, we are going to configure it with a NAS configuration. I am going to be using Open Media Vault. I mean, there's a crap load of different NAS utilities out there in the market. If we do a Google search right now and type in NAS, I don't know, operating system. There we go. Operating system. And we have FreeNAS. We have OpenZFS. These are a couple of ones that I've seen. I've played around and did a video with FreeNAS in the past. I found this guy right here and kind of interested me with some of the features that it had. I started playing around with it with a virtual environment, and I was like, oh shoot, this is pretty cool. So why not do a video on it? It looks like this company is constantly upgrading and pushing out updates, new features on their NAS configuration. That's a good thing. It's a good thing and a bad thing because, you get the latest features and you start playing around. Sometimes it could break, sometimes it could fix other things. But for a network attached storage utility or operating system, is cool. I'm actually going to download it right now. Press OK here. Installation image. Click on this guy right here. So we are going to get the latest one. So right now they got a beta, which is 5.0.1. And the last time it was touched was on 5/9/2019. I'm going to play it safe and go with 4.1.22. So let's click on that. And let's click on, we are going to click on this ISO, it's 64-bit. Let's click on that guy. It's going to start downloading. And we need to plug this guy inside our server. No, actually not a server, with this machine that I'm downloading the ISO. So I'm going to save it. Do a save as real quick. And I am going to put it into my desktop. Awesome sauce. And it's going to download it. It's only 489 megabytes. Okay. And it's almost completed. And I'm going to switch over to the server. I'm going to power this guy on right now for you guys. And power button is located right here. The power button is super small, which is right here. Let's press this guy so it can power on. Hear that power. Cool. I want to make sure I'm able to see everything on it. Still powering on. I don't see anything coming on the display. Let me see. Let me check something out real quick with you guys. Okay. All right, let me check a device real quick to see, make sure it's up and running. All right, got it up and running. So I have a switch, like a sorry, went super loud. I have a KVM switch right here, and the KVM is hooked up to this cable right here. The input is actually hooked up to the server, and the blue one is actually hooked up to the monitor. And this other black VGA cable is actually hooked up to this device right here, that if everything works well, I should be able to show you what's on the screen. Right? How cool is that? So I'm going to press, it's gonna constantly reboot itself. I need to get into, let's press F1 real quick. Okay, I just press F1 real quick so it can boot into the system. We're going to go back into the primary, and I'm going to take this flash drive right here, and I'm going to plug it in. Okay, and our download is completed. So I'm going to click on View Download. And our download is completed. Awesome. And we are going to do is open folder, which I don't have it here anymore. So it's actually on my desktop, and it is right here. This is it. So if I do is Control E, and does not look like my flash drive embedded itself. Let's do it one more time. I know I used this flash drive. Oh, actually, wonk wonk, inserted to the wrong machine. And there we go. So I have a lot of content within this flash drive, which I'm going to kind of like wipe it clean with you guys. And the utility that I'm actually using is Rufus. Press yes on the user account control. And let's go back here, stating some information. Let me see if I can show you guys. It says there were one system warning during power on blah blah blah. I'm gonna say close on that real quick. Awesome. And I'm gonna leave it here for now. Let's go back over here. It is picking the E drive. Okay, so the E drive is the flash drive right here. So we are going to close that up. And we are going to select our ISO, which is on the desktop, what we downloaded right here. Cool, cool, cool. And we are going to say open. And let me zoom in so you guys can take a better look. It is going to be a MBR. You want to do a BIOS or Unify. And I'm gonna leave it as the default, 32. Okay, I'm gonna hit start. And it says this image is blah blah blah, but this application includes installation blah blah blah. Have you know kind of yes to connect the internet. We are going to say yes on this, and I think right in ISO image mode, the image you have selected is in. This means it could be written either or DD. I think this is the version that I need. I'm not too sure. We play around with it and see how it works. So that's burning up real quick. And we are going to jump into the server. And let's take a closer look real quick. All right, so I'm just looking at some of the settings because it looks like I might have to go into the Unify setup and then probably inside boot manager. And within boot manager, I could probably change the boot order once the flash drive is completed. And the flash drive is still doing its thing. And once that's completed, I could probably insert the USB on the inside the SR650, reboot it, see if it picks it up, and then I could change the order. Hopefully, I picked the correct setting to burn the ISO on the flash drive. Okie dokie. Start options. Cool. Says Ubuntu. Interesting. Boot manager. Set boot. What's this? Hard drive. None. Start options. Okay, so let's go over here. Looks like it's completed. I'm gonna close that up. Let's do a window E. Looks red. Looks like something inserted. So I'm going to do it the correct way. And I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click on this guy. And I'm going to eject the E drive. Cool. Got to do it the right way. E drive is not there. Awesome. Got the flash drive. Canon view. I'm going to plug it into the front panel, which is the USB right here. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to plug this guy in because this is where I want to install the OS. Put it at the top, and at the very bottom, I'm going to put this guy in. Awesome. So let's switch over to the server. And I know that, let's see, exit. System will reboot. Press OK. No boot device is available, and the system will reboot in 2 seconds. All right, so let it reboot. And let's take a closer look to see what's going on. Uh-oh. Love that power. Love that sound. It's like it's going crazy. All right, it's booting up. I love that sound. I love that boot sound. It's awesome. Feel that power. Feel the power. We are going to do one-time boot device. So let's press F12. We're going to press F12. And I'm going to show you the screen real quick. I just pressed F12 on it. Hopefully it will show the flash drive. Let's see what happens. All right, we have 7 people viewing. Thank you so much for stopping by. I mean, this is not a scheduled thing. I haven't practiced this at all. To be like super honest with you guys, this is like I'm winging it. You know, I didn't really practice this at all. I mean, the only thing that I did was actually practice the Open Media Vault in, you know, a virtual environment, but I actually never done it on a server. So this is all new to me. All right, we got someone from Russia. Hello. Hello. Awesome. He says, if I'm not mistaken, we got the same server for a lab environment with installed. Nice. Nice. I think it's called what? Proxmox VE. Great virtualization utility. Well, how's your experience with that? How many virtual machines do you have? What type of storage or RAID system do you have? What kind of memory you have? Let us know at the chat. I would definitely like to know how your setup is. I love that you're using that operating system for virtualization, but what type of hard drive space you have, what kind of RAID system, and what kind of memory, let us know. I love that. That's awesome. All right, so we are going to pick, wants us to highlight something. So if I'm not mistaken, it is, let's see. This is the one. And this is the SanDisk. This is what I want to use to install the operating system. And this is what we use to do whatever, right? So I'm going to pick that and I'm going to hit enter. See what happens. I don't know what happens. All right. Awesome. Cool. Looking good. And let me see if I get close. It wants us to install. So we're definitely going to install. I could go to advanced options, but I'm just going to wing it and just hit install or hit enter to install. Got the little blink cursor going. Awesome sauce. So this is pretty basic. We're just going to follow instructions. So it wants us to select the language. I'm going to pick English regardless. I can't speak it correctly half the time. So we're going to hit enter on that. United States, that's where I'm at. I'm going to hit enter on that. Key map to use, which would be the keyboard layout. Again, it's going to be American English. It's going to load it up. And yes, let me correct myself. I did tell you guys this is a KVM. Apologize. It's not a KVM. What it is a video switch. Okay, not a KVM. KVM normally has a USB that allows you to hook up your keyboard and mouse, and allows you to control multiple devices by clicking a button 1, 2, 3. That. So it's not a KVM. I do apologize for that. So I'm correcting myself. This is actually a video switch. Okay, video switch. All right. So apologize for that. All right. So let's go back into that. And it says the network auto configuration was successful. Great. However, no default route was set. The system does not know how to communicate with the host or on the internet. This will make it impossible to continue with the installation unless you have the first installation CD, blah, blah, blah. If you're unsure, you should not continue with the default route. Contact your local administrator. Continue without a default route. Interesting. We are going to hit yes on this. Oh, what happens if I say no? Retry network auto configuration with a DHCP host name. Configure network manually. I could do configure network manually. All right, so let's give this guy an IP address. I know I hooked it up to my network. All right, I'm gonna go in the back right now to check to see if everything is lit up. All right. Yep. So everything is lit up, and I'm going to check something out real quick within my network lab and see if it picked up, because I should be able to. I want to see if I could give it an IP address. If I give it an IP address, I want to make sure I give it the correct IP address and not give it an IP address that's going to have a conflict on the network. So right now I'm logging into my router so I can take a closer look on that. It's just taking his sweet time. Okay, boom. And clients. See if it picked up anything. Okay, so I gave it 1110. So you're probably saying, so show us. There it goes. So I'm actually using Unified Network. A dear friend of mine, which is an awesome VMware engineer. He introduced me to Unify a long time ago. I love him a lot. I appreciate that for introducing me to this network world using Unify. Great utility. Love it. So this is it. It's actually giving it 192.168.1.1.0. I'm kind of surprised that it is not picking it up, which is okay. I'm not going to drive myself crazy, but what we're going to do, I'm actually going to assign that IP address to it. So it is 1110. And 192.168.1.1.10. Awesome. We are going to go to continue. 2255. Yep. That's what we want. Hit continue on that. And that as our gateway. Thank you. The name server are used to look up. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to leave that as is. See what happens. In the back of the server, it's lit up. The Unify router is providing a IP address to it, so that's good. So we see what's gonna happen. And 192.168.1. And what I'm doing right now is I'm able to ping it. I'm able to ping the machine, which is good. Right? That's good. It's a good thing. I don't know what's gonna happen right now, so still detecting the link. Please wait. Okay, it looks like it went. I think it went. I don't know yet. I know it's working because I'm going to show you guys right now. I just opened up Microsoft Edge. Ugh, I know Edge, right? And I typed in the 192.168. I just typed in the IP address that I assigned this machine, and it's loading up information. So that's good. So we're gonna continue. I'm gonna continue over here. So it says host name We're gonna leave it as. Let's change it. You guys want to change it? Let's change it, and let's call it BTNHD NAS. There you go. BTNHD NAS. Let's call it that, just in case someone tries to take screenshots of my thing and copyright my stuff, because that has happened before. Shame on you. And we are going to go into continue, hit enter. I'm not going to add it to no domain, so I'm going to leave it as it's super basic. I just want to play around with it. Let's give it a root password. Awesome. And let's hit continue. Let's verify our root password. And let's hit continue. Again, this is a Linux platform operating system. It is an operating system that's using Linux, which is awesome. It's just a small little overhead. It's kind of strange, because did it give me an option to install it for storage? I don't think so, right? All right, we're definitely going to continue. Let's hit enter on Eastern. It should prompt me to where I want the operating system to be. Okay, please ensure you select the correct device for the operating system. This is where we pick our flash drive. So this machine's firmware has started the install in Unify mode, but it looks like there may be an existing operating system already installed using BIOS, blah, blah, blah. Force Unify installation. We are definitely going to do that. Let's hit yes on that. And okay, this is where we pick where we want our operating system to be installed. Now, SanDisk is this guy. Let me show you real quick. SanDisk is this guy, the one in the top in the black. That is where we want to install our operating system. So, and the data traveler is the one that we use to kind of create the bootable hard drive, the bootable flash drive using Rufus. So I'm going to pick the first one, which is the SanDisk. I'm going to hit enter on that. Filter partition the selected disk. This has probably happened because the selected disk or free space is too small to be automatically partitioned. Crap. So, that sucks. Thinking. Note that all data on the disk you select will be erased, but not before you configure. All right, so let me see something. Let's go back real quick. Okay, so I need to get another flash drive because this guy right here, I'm going to unplug it. I know that's a big no-no. I'm going to unplug it, and I'm going to see if I can find another flash drive with space in it. Give me one sec. All right, so I found a couple of flash drives. I'm going to plug one in real quick. Plug that guy in. On the server side, what I'm going to do is detect disk and see if it picks it up. I'm going to hit enter on that. No root file. Please correct this from partitioning. Oh, come on. The root file system is defined, please. Uh-oh. Let's see. Come on. Did not know that the flash drive was a big no-no, crapperoni. That sucks. Oh, wait a minute, what? All right, so time zone, let's pick Eastern. More than one storage device has been detected. Please ensure you select the correct device. Okay. Why is this happening? Ah, no. All right. Let me try something real quick. It's weird. Let's exit out of this real quick and configure the clock one more time. Because it looks like when I do detect disk, it's just going straight to that problem. We're going to try to figure this out real quick. Okay, so we're going to go Eastern on that. Yep, hit enter on that. No root file system. No root file system is defined. Please correct this from the partitioning menu. Partition the disk. I see that. And it's doing this. Come on. Serious? Install the system. Still doing that. For some reason, might have to do all this over real quick. All right. So I'm going to do the following. I'm going to check this hard drive out real quick. What? Ugh, it's like all these all these flash drives that I have, it's like I used them. It's like I used every single flash drive. Every single flash drive right now, I've used them. You know, a lot of us, I guarantee you, a lot of us right now have like a crap load of flash drives that we have used in the past. Like I have like a shoebox filled of flash drives with different operating systems and all that other stuff. All right. So I'm going to do is what I'm doing right now, I am reformatting a flash drive. Right? Reformatting a flash drive. I'm not reformatting. I'm actually deleting everything inside of it. And once everything is deleted, I'm going to insert it onto the machine. And I'm going to reboot the machine by telling it to abort the installation. Then I'm going to press F12. And then I'm going to boot back into the operating system. I'm going to do everything again. So hopefully that works out. We got 25 more seconds until it's completed. It's like we are watching paint dry. Kind of sucks because we might got to do everything again. Come on, guy. Come on. We're just reformatting it or erasing the content inside of it. Ugh, come on. It's taking so long. Come on, look at that. Close. We're close. We're so close. We're so close. And oh my gosh. This is killing me. This is literally killing me right now. Oh. This is nuts. Oh boy. Oh shoot. Oh, all right, whatever. We're going to eject this flash drive the correct way. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm ejecting it the correct way. It is the E drive. E drive is not there. I'm unplugging it. This is the new flash drive. I am going to go to the Canon. I'm going to plug it to the top. Bingo. I don't think it's going to read it. So what I'm going to do is abort the installation. And yeah, if you have not finished the install, your system may be left unstable state. I haven't finished it. We're going to hit yes on that. Let's reboot the machine. Let it reboot itself. It's rebooting right now. Awesome. It's rebooting. Once I get the two prompts right here at the lower side, on the lower right hand side, F1 and F12, I'm going to press F12 and we're going to boot back into our, USB bootable drive with the Open Media Vault operating system on it. And if everything works well, we can install that operating system into this new flash drive that I inserted. The Kingston, this right here is 16 gigs. The Kingston Traveler, whatever, or Data Traveler, whatever it is, F12, press F12, 12. And the one on the top is like a 2 gig flash drive that I got from, a conference. So hopefully that's enough. Who knows? So it's a waiting game right now. Let's check on you guys. All right, cool. So we are at the menu. I was like, focus. I'm reading from you guys. I got a couple people from Russia. We got a couple people from UK. One particular user that is using the SR650 within their environment is using it for Nagios. Oh, Nagios is such a great open source utility. I've used that in the past. Great feature. SCOM as well. I've never heard this one. Zabbix. I'm probably saying it wrong. Can you give us a little bit more information about that tool? So I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to do a question mark. All right, so let's go into the screen, and this is it. The January one is the new one, and the Kingston 10 Data Traveler is the one with the operating system. So we're going to hit enter on that so I can boot up to the operating system. And there it goes. I'm going to hit enter on that. We got to do everything over again because I made a huge boo-boo. And this flash drive that I used that I wanted to install the operating system was no-go. We're going to hit enter on that. United States. We're going to do this pretty quick because we already did this already. Hopefully it picks up the network card. If not, I might have to configure it manually like we did before. If that's the case, no problem. We did that already. It's loading additional components. Right now it's a waiting game. We're back at it again. I'm hoping the network stuff works. That'd be pretty cool if the network stuff works out. That's strange, right? Because it didn't work out for us when we were configuring it. Look, it did it. Wait, it did it? The network auto configure. Oh shit. Oh, wait a minute. It did configure correctly. Continue without default route. Yeah, let's just screw it. Just hit no. Let's configure the network. Let's give it the IP address that we assigned it before, real quick, right? Awesome. And yep. And let it configure. This process takes a while. I know I said the auto configuration was successful. I know that. I read that, but I wanted to manually configure it. to make sure everything is up and running. I know I'm able to access the server using that IP address. So, whatever. We are into this 44 minutes. I would like to end this live stream with you guys by installing Open Media Vaults onto the SR650 and then accessing the operating system with the web interface and probably taking that, I believe, what is it, 450, 480? Let me check real quick. $480 gig solid state drive as our raw storage, and just that's it. So the host name, we're going to change it real quick. BTNHD NAS. If you want, a lot of people within the infrastructure like to use like numbers. So if you are creating multiple NAS, you could do like 01, right? If you add another NAS server within your infrastructure, most likely you could call it, blah 02, or another one, blah 03, and so on. For this one, I'm going to say 01, and I'm going to hit enter on that. Domain name, I'm going to leave it as is. I won't add a domain name. Hit local, and let's provide a root password. And we're going to hit enter, and we're going to verify our root password. And we're going to hit enter on that. And it's getting the time from a network time server. Cool. All right, we're going to pick out Eastern. We're going to pick our time zone. Hit enter there. Loading all the components. Partition time. Let's hit enter, continue. Let's see what happens. Awesome. So we are going to pick our 2 gig general U disk partition. Hopefully 2 gigs is enough. I don't think this operating system is huge. And for my Russian friend, I do apologize. I can't say your name. I don't want to kill it. Thank you. Are you welcome or whatever? Probably someone else answer your thing. John, he probably answered your question. Thank you, John, for chatting. He's from UK. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the feedback, guys. Thank you. Again, so we are going to pick our 2 gigs. Let's hit enter. Hopefully that works out with us. Crap. This is probably happened because the selected disk or free space is too small to be automatically partitioned. Are you freaking joking me right now? Come on. I wonder. No. All right. Let's see something real quick, guys. For the life of me, I can't. If you wish to install your file mode, you don't care about keeping the existing system you have. Okay, let's hit yes on that. God darn it. What's going on? This is crazy. I'm not able. Like, I inserted another flash drive, and it's not detecting it. It's like I have to do everything over again. I can't. Jeez, man. I need a freaking flash drive. Like, none of these flash drives, they're like useless to me right now. Every single flash drive that I got right now is useless. It sucks. Every single freaking flash drive that I got right now is useless to me. Every single one of them. Ah, you are killing me right now. Let's abort the installation again. I got one last time. Let's do this one more time. Boom. I inserted another flash drive. Let's boot this real quick. Holy moly, this is really happening to me. Ah, thank you, John. I appreciate that. So he says with OMV, the unified mode causes a lot of issues. Use legacy CMS mode. That makes a lot of sense. I appreciate that. But I think one of my problem is the freaking. I got so many damn flash drives. Look at all the flash drives that I got right here. I'm gonna press F12 real quick before I forget. I tried this one right here, garbage. I think I've used this for booting into a Windows operating system. I got this one right here, garbage again, and this 2 gig one, which didn't have anything in it. It doesn't look like 2 gigs is enough for the Open Media Vault. So you need something a little larger than this. I inserted another Kingston Data Traveler 16 gigs. That didn't have anything in it. So I'm hoping that works out. So we are back at to this. Holy crap. Which one is it? Oh, crap. Serious? You gotta be joking me. Let's gamble it. Let's pick the last one. Let's hit that one. Let's see what happens on that one. Let's see if we could get what we need. Oh, excellent. We picked the right one. Great. Let's hit enter on that. I'm going to do it real quick. And let's hit enter. We're going to go real quick on this. American, boom. It's going to detect. I'm going to try to go real quick on this. Oh, thank you, John. Appreciate that. Something new. I didn't even know that. Very nice. If you're using OMV4, so it looks like you've used Open Media Vault before, and that's awesome. And you use it. Oh, John, that's awesome. So I actually have an expertise in the chat that's used Open Media Vault. That is super awesome. I appreciate that. Network auto configuration. We're going to say yes. Let's continue with that. I'm going to bypass all that. Name, server address. Used to look up. We don't have any. Hit enter on that. I'm going to change the name. Excellent. Hit enter. Enter. I'm going to give it a root password again. Third time is the. Hopefully it's the charm. I'm going to verify the root. Excellent. Eastern for the time zone. So John, what are you using your OMV for? I know it's a NAS, NAS server, but what are you housing? Are you housing videos, family pictures? Are you housing virtual machines? That'd be pretty cool. What's your setup? What type of server are you using? Are you running it on a virtualization? Oh, I don't know. Let's hit enter here. We're going to say no. And let's pick. Which one? Let's pick the top one. Damn it. Go back. Why is this happening? Why can I not get... It's like every flash drive that I'm using is not working for me. This sucks. The root file system is... No root file system is defined. Please correct this from the partitioning. This is driving me nuts. For the life of me, I can't get this thing to work for us. Really weird. And it's always gonna stop here for some reason. Let's see something real quick. No, I do not have a small solid state drive at all. Like, that's screwy right now. So, okay, so it looks like this particular version, OMV, is causing the problem. It's kind of weird because I've tested it out within... It's crazy. There's always a possibility we could download... re-download the whatchamacallit. Okay, download. So where I'm going right now, I'm going over here and click here. We could try the beta one, right? We could try the beta one, right? Like, why not? Let's try the beta one and see if the beta one would give me some luck. So we're gonna try to download 5.0. I'm going to save it to the desktop. 4.2 is not really giving me any type of love right now. Yeah, I have no extra hard drive or solid state hard drive right now into the mix. It's kind of weird that the OS is not even picking up the hard drive. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Having a lot of problems is weird. It's like I said, if this is live stream is not really planned out, so we're just gonna wing it. I'm winging it. I tested everything out within a virtual environment, but within a virtual environment, everything always works, right? But when you actually use a physical machine, and you get problems. If if you wish to install unified mode and don't care about keeping the ability to boot one of the existing systems, you have no option to force that here. If you wish to keep the option to boot an existing operating system, you should choose not to force the unified installation. Trying to read your notes as well. The machine, okay, firmware has started the installer in unified mode, but it looks like there may be an existing operating system already installed using BIOS capability mode. If you continue to install Debian in unified mode, it might be difficult to reboot the machine into blah later. But I don't really want to do that. If you wish to install unified mode and don't care about keeping the ability to boot one of the existing operating systems, you have the option to force that here. If you wish to keep the option to boot existing operating systems, you should choose not to force unify installation here. Force unify installation. Flops. This is giving me a lot of problems, and it's gonna say this. Sucks. And like detect the disks, not detecting, goes back into this. If you can't identify the correct storage, then shut down system, unplug. Ugh. And it just takes me to this. It's like it stops trying to detect anything. Stomped. I'm just all right, so I am going to so let's abort real quick. All right. Take the I am going to go to the primary. I'm going to go here, hit yes. E drive is where I got. I'm going to select 5, hit open. I'm going to start that real quick. DD. We're gonna try 5.0 real quick, and I'm going to abort. I'm actually rebooting the operating system. It's gonna constantly reboot itself and see what we can do real quick. So my good friend John Peter has a lot of experience dealing with Open Media Vault. I'm reading his comments above. It looks like Open Media Vault, or OMV, causes a lot of issues with the Unify setup, right? So only OMV 5, which is in beta and has limited functionality, is running. I use this for personal use. So I'm going to try to do it that way. And right now it's configuring. So it's configuring it right now. So I'm going to not completely disappear, but I'll be right back. right, we are back. Looks like it's completed. Cool. And we are going to eject our flash drive real quick. Let's do it the safe way, which is the E drive. Cool. I just install version 5. Going to the Canon side, it is still rebooting itself. I'm going to plug this guy into the very top. Let's plug it at the bottom. Awesome. And then I have a brand new flash drive. Brand new, see? Boom. Brand new fancy flash drive, type C to USB 32 gigs. So it could not complain about this damn size. So I'm going to plug this guy at the top. I'm going to press F12 so we can boot into what we need to boot into. All right. Man, we are going 1 hour. I can't believe it's taking this damn long. I thought it was going to be super quick. That's what happens when you don't practice this stuff. Again, just going with the flow. And got SanDisk, which is right there. This is what we want right here. We are going to hit enter. Let's boot inside our flash drive that we created. Okay, look at that. All right. Way different because version 4.0 only had 2 options, had install and then advance. And 5 has a lot of stuff. Oops, oopsie. Let's do start installer. We're going to press enter. What is going on? Why is it not working? Oh, come on. Serious? Start installer. Error file installed. Not found. You need to load the... Come on. Serious? Is this really happening to me right now today? What's a live system? Options. And install and graphical. And it's saying that it does not have a particular file. You got to be joking me right now. Nice. So 5.0.1 has issues. So that sucks. Right now I am at the site and I'm going to download 5.0. I think the one that I downloaded was this guy right here, 5.0.1. 5.0.1 is giving me issues. Go figure. So let's click on this guy. Let's re-download it. I'm going to take the flash drive again. You're going to plug it in. Close that up. Let's save you back into the desktop, which is this one. Basically did a Alt-Control-Delete to reboot the machine. While this downloads, finishing up, and once that download is completed, I will burn it again into the flash drive. So it looks like 5.0.1 has problems. Yippee day. Yippee. Always happens. Come on, baby. Finish up with, yep. And it's downloaded, completed, and we're going to minimize that. I'm going to go back inside this, click yes. E drive is inserted. We are going to select our thing. This is the one that I just downloaded. Again, we just tried 5.0.1. Problems with that one. 4.1.22. My good friend Peter has stated that that's having issues with Unify installation. So we're going to try this guy right here. See what happens. Press open and start. We're going to do the DD image mode. Hit OK to wipe it clean. And we're going to wait. All right, so it's completed. We are going to hit close on that, and we are going to click here so we could eject. Wait a minute. Where's that? What just happened to it? Boop. Okay, that's interesting. It's not there anymore. All right, so let's go back in here. Insert it. Once we get the option to F12, we are going to F12 it. Ah, are you serious? Unify causes problems with OMV. Backtech joke. Error 404. USB flash drive not found. Are you serious? Holy moly. Oh, that sucks, man. That's horrible. Oh, stop playing. I know it's not really a bad joke though. It's pretty funny. Oh. All right, we're gonna go with legacy. What's USB flash? Let's see what happens. Ooh, look, it's like booting old school. Try disabling Unify Secure Boot and enable legacy boot support. So I just went and did that. Or I actually did legacy, and then from legacy, what just happened? Looks like it's processing because I just did the legacy. I just clicked legacy for you guys, and from legacy I did the USB flash drive. So let's do it that route because my good man John Peter, thank you so much. This is the reason why I love you guys, because you guys are there to support. I do apologize, John, for not reading your stuff, but I was like, when you get into your like game mode, you're like so focused here. So I had to read what you was telling me. I kind of read everything, and that kind of sucks that OMV, which is short for Open Media Vault, does not support Unify. The only way that you could get it up and running, correct me if I'm right or wrong, John, is if you disable Unify and enable the legacy boot support for it to work correctly, right? So I'm going to hit, I'm going to show you guys real quick. I'm going to hit enter here, hit enter. We're going to do it real quick, enter. We're going to go through this stuff really fast. It's already 1 hour and 15 minutes of a live stream. I did not want this to go this long. I thought this was going to be super fast, but it just happens. I'm just happy that you guys are here still watching me. Epic failure, but this is how we learn, right? You break things, you find things out, take notes, you try to figure out ways to fix it. This is what technology is all about, helping each other out. We can't figure it out, we search it, we Google it, we play around with it. And I'm super happy that I actually have a guru on the chat, my good man John Peter. Much appreciated. He's had experience with this, which is awesome. I'm going to continue without that. Hit enter in that. I'm going to change the name. Hopefully it works. Oops. Change the name. Go here. Next thing is let's provide a root password. Enter. Make sure you remember the root password. That would be an epic failure if I forget. Hit enter here. Oh my God, I'm crossing my fingers. I'm like, please work. Please work. Hit continue. All right, we're going to use the first one. I'm scared of pressing. Come on. This probably happens because the selected disk or free space is too small to automatically. You got to be joking me. I just gave you a brand new 32 gig hard drive. No way. You got to be joking me, man. No way. No freaking way. 30 gigs is not enough for open media? Are you joking me? What are the requirements for open media to be installed? Because this is mind-blowing right now. What's the requirements to install this damn operating system? There's no way in heck that you need something more than 30 gigs. 30 gigs is enough. What are the requirements? They don't even give you the requirements for installation. This is crazy. Documentation. Right now I'm at the site, and I need to know 1 gig of RAM, system drive 4 gigs capacity. What the flubbers? Dude. You gotta be joking me right now. This is enough. This is... Oh my gosh. This is crazy right now. Holy crap. It's not even detecting. I booted into Legacy and still, this is mind-blowing. This is probably one of those things that I actually have to take my time and goof around with it behind the scenes. So John basically says, make the install location on the Open Media Vault to ext3 file system on the USB drive, and I fit on a 28 gig drive, so it does not require over 30 gigs. Try gparts to make the installer USB ext the file system. This is crazy. All right, so we're going to listen to my good man, John, because John is the man. He does have experience in he has experience using OVM. Again, I've never actually used OMV. I've always used like FreeNAS. So to use something new is like off the bat. It doesn't even support Unify. I think FreeNAS does support Unify. I cannot believe that. That's sucky. That sucks like hardcore. So what is the format that you said, my good man? Sorry, the install location USB drive. Sorry, the installer location USB. What do you mean? Do you mean the flash drive that I am trying to install the operating system into? That's what you mean? So I should convert that flash drive, the flash drive that I'm trying to install the operating system into a ext3 file system. Is that what you're trying to say? trying to waiting for you because like you're the only one that actually has knowledge with this. And yep, Matt Foster, yep, I gotta give it kudos to John Peter because he's had experience with dealing with Open Media Vault. This is my first time actually dealing with this operating system, and I think the only time I played around with it was in a virtual environment. But when you're doing everything within a virtual environment, everything works, which kind of sucks. And yeah, but I'm trying to understand. I know you said sorry, the installer location USB drives. I'm trying to like, is it the flash drive that I'm trying to install the operating system into? Should I? Okay, so they say install the OS on an EXT3 flash drive, as mentioned above, with the link to OVM support docs. Okay, so prerequisites, installation. I'm like reading right now some of the stuff right now. Ah, interesting. Interesting. I'm reading right now, so I'm actually reading some of the documentation online to see how I can get this stuff up and running. Because this is gonna bother me. Actually, this is gonna like seriously bother me all day. No, this is occupied. This is also it doesn't matter much. Data storage in the system. If you use a flash drive, so that best data weaver without this data drive, sure you're sorry. Okay. All right. So what I might have to do is I just don't want to have the live stream constantly running, because it's gonna be forever. I'm serious. It's gonna drive me nuts, and I'm gonna constantly just work on it and work on it and work on it and work on it. And the stream is gonna be like 3 hours long. So I'm gonna cut it short. I'm gonna continue working on this behind the scenes. My good friend John Peter, do appreciate the help. Love it. I'm gonna take your feedback. I'm gonna go behind the scenes. I'm gonna start playing around with it, configure it correctly, and I'm gonna do a follow-up. I'm definitely gonna do a follow-up on this with you guys. So do not worry. Again, this is new to me. I've never actually dealt with Open Media Vault. You know, no one's perfect, but huge kudos, huge thumbs up for John Peter. Thank you so much for joining and giving me some pointers. I have a basic understanding of what I have to do now, and thank you so much. But I'm gonna cut the stream short because this is gonna take a while, and I need to do prep some of the flash drives and all that stuff. And like I said, I'm going to follow up. So stay tuned for that. I am going to do a follow up on this stream. So don't worry. I'm going to try to figure it out, and I'm going to have everything broken down for you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Big thumbs up for John Peter for helping me out. I would love to maybe offline talk to you, get a little bit more information from you. Hook me up, send me a message or something, and then we could chat somewhere, and I could like pick your brain. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this live stream, even though it was an epic failure. But you know what? This is how we learn from failure, right? So I'm gonna cut the live stream short because I don't want to waste your time. Thank you for those for joining, and I catch you guys on the next one. So I always forget how the hell I stop the stream. Has to be one of these buttons over here. Is it this one? It's done? No? Is it this one? No? Moth? No, I'm just joking. It's actually this one. Later, guys.